Something just shifted in the San Diego housing market. For most of 2025, I described the market as a reset market. Inventory rose, demand cooled, rates fluctuated, but prices held surprisingly firm. Now here we are in early 2026. Mortgage rates have dropped below 6%, a full percentage point lower than this time last year. Buyer demand has surged since January. Multiple offers are back in high demand neighborhoods, and the tone of this market, it just feels different. But at the same time, overpriced homes are still sitting. So what's really happening? Is this the beginning of another competitive run in the San Diego real estate market? Or are we still in a strategic, more balanced market? In this video, I'm gonna recap what actually happened in 2025, break down the latest data, and share exactly what I'm seeing on the ground right now, here in February 2026. Because if you're thinking about buying or selling this year, understanding this shift and how to position yourself matters more than ever. I'm J.R. St. Julien with the St. Julien Real Estate Group of eXp Realty. Welcome to my San Diego housing market update for February 2026. Let's get to it. In 2025, that was a reset year. It was not a crash. It was not a boom. It was a year of normalization. Inventory meaningfully increased. Buyers had options again. Days on market increased. Pending and closed sales softened at times. But prices, they just didn't collapse. The median home price for detached homes hovered around the $1 million range. And the attached homes largely held in the mid 600s. So San Diego proved it has a strong pricing floor. And as we moved into late 2025, we saw definite market cooling. New listings declined, closed sales slowed, days on market stretched on, buyer urgency softened into the holidays, and this created the setup for 2026. 2026 so far has been driven by the interest rate catalyst. Rates are down a full percentage point year over year. The average 30-year fixed rate has just dipped below 6%. Lower rates improve affordability, they increase confidence, and they bring sideline buyers back into the market. And this is exactly what we're seeing on the ground right now. Since the start of the new year, buyer demand has increased dramatically, even more so than what I expected to see. In historically strong neighborhoods, multiple offer situations are full on and they're back. Open houses are busy again, showing activity is up, serious buyers are stepping forward. But those overpriced homes, they're still sitting out there. So this is a disciplined, competitive market, not a frenzy market. Now, there are still two different markets out there. You have the detached home market and the attached home market. In the detached home market, we see inventory stabilizing, competition increasing, pricing holding firm in high demand areas. And in the attached home market, we see higher relative inventory, longer days on market, and a little bit more negotiation flexibility. Therefore, understanding your segment of the market is critical. So now let's talk about the spring setup because it's in full play in 2026. In January, activity wakes up. The holidays have passed, and those that were dreaming of a new home at the end of 2025 finally decided to start taking action. February, that momentum builds. And then in March and April, you see the competition dramatically increases. And we are seeing the early stages of this momentum right now. Lower rates, rising demand, inventory that is healthier but tightening. This combination usually doesn't last very long. So if you're thinking about buying a home, what does all of this mean to you? Well, right now you have more inventory than you had in the frenzy years. Rates are better than what they were last year. And competition is now building in select segments as a result. So this may be a strategic window of opportunity for you. And if you're thinking about selling a home, what does this mean to you? Well, I can tell you, well-priced homes are definitely moving. Homes that show well and are well presented to the market are getting a lot of attention. But those overpriced homes, they're still being ignored. So strategy beats emotion in this current market. So, is the shift finally here? Yes, but not in the way headlines suggest. We're not in a crash. We're not in a frenzy. We're in a strategic re-acceleration. 2025 was the reset. 2026 is going to be the proving ground. So if you're thinking about buying or selling in San Diego this year, now is the time to build a clear plan. Thank you for taking the time to watch my San Diego housing market update for February 2026. And please subscribe for future updates and reach out if you want to talk strategy. I love to talk real estate. and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.